Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy to announce that we have a winner! And no, I'm not talking about the New York Islanders, or the Montreal Canadiens, or the Detroit Red Wings. The winner of today's video is the answer to the question, who is the dumbest country when assembling their hockey team at the Olympics? The winner is Hockey Canada, and it was exemplified in this hockey game right here. Hockey Canada's so dumb, man. What the hell? 4-3 win by the New York Islanders in overtime. Normally, we wouldn't go out there and make a video about a Canadiens overtime loss because it's like, okay, well, what's the narrative behind that? This is the narrative right here. What a game this was for Islanders fans to exercise their demons and to look ahead into the bright, sunny, gleeful future that is the future of Matthew Schaefer. Let's just go over the score of this game and the events that happened, and then dive into how crazy this entire thing really is. So, first goal of the game, scored by the Montreal Canadiens. It's Noah Dobson. And it's a very beautiful play here where Hudson springs Dobson up for a long pass into the zone. Dobson comes right in on Ilya Sorokin. He fires and he scores a beauty. That's the first goal by the Montreal Canadiens back in business, and it's Noah Dobson against his old team. You can't write it better than that. Not to mention Hudson getting his 49th assist on the year. Mwah, chef's kiss, we love it. Then in the second period, power play goal, scored by Noah Dobson again. Are you kidding me? This guy goes out there and slaps it down on goal for his second straight goal of the game against his old team. Look at this shot from all the way out in the back. He just winds up, he fires, it goes through everybody. Dobson's like, yeah, I did that. And it's a 2-0 Montreal lead. Now, of course, Islanders fans watching this game, you're like, oh crap, Noah Dobson just scored twice on us. That sucks. He was a part of our team for so long. He was a good, important piece, and he didn't want to sign with us for a cheap dollar amount like he had gotten with Montreal. He wanted so much money. Now look at him. He's scoring double goals against us. Well, it doesn't matter. Because shortly after Noah Dobson makes it 2-0, you have Matthew Schaefer with 2 goals too? Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me right here? Here's the video footage as tweeted out by the NHL. Matthew Schaefer gets 2 goals less than a minute apart in the second period. First goal, it's on the power play, 5-on-3. He just walks in, snipes it. Easy, breezy, beautiful, cover girl. That's an amazing goal right there. The poise, the activation, the taking initiative. He's willing to take a shot. He's willing to be the guy to pull the trigger. And look at that little thwip that he has on the stick, that little flex there. The angle of his body, the curvature of his silhouette is so interesting. It almost reminds me of Jack Hughes, the way that Matthew Schaefer shoots the puck. But that's his first goal of the game. Give it about 2 minutes, and Matthew Schaefer then goes all the way around the Montreal Canadiens net. He pops out on the opposite side, still holding onto the puck, circles around on the point, frees up some space for himself, walks right in, he fires, and he scores. It is another beautiful goal here by Schaefer where he does it all by himself. Look at that. Look at that defenseman that's on Schaefer's behind. It's Noah Dobson. That's the past and the future colliding right here for the New York Islanders. I cannot even imagine the bliss that Isles fans must be feeling right now after having watched Noah Dobson score 2 goals against y'all, only to see Matthew Schaefer respond in kind with 2 goals of himself. Now, 2 goals is 2 goals, and it was a 2-2 game after the second period. Third period comes, Cole Caufield gets a beautiful goal in front. It is a tap-in after Juraj Slafkovsky's shot breaks his stick. It shatters. The puck finds its way onto Ivan Demidov, who kicks it right into the crease area, and then it's Cole Caufield, who is right there on the doorstep. He puts in the loose change, and it is a 3-2 Canadiens lead. Before Anders Lee, in the last minute or two of regulation, with the empty net, ends up getting the deflection out in front off of the Bo Horvat drive to the net. 3-3 game, and then Jean-Gabriel Pageau makes it 4-3 Islanders in overtime. That's cool, right? That's a hockey game. You saw the vibes. You saw the Islanders make a comeback. Montreal lost, and obviously that's not ideal, but they got a point, so it's okay. But I think the biggest element of this game was just how dumb Hockey Canada really is for leaving both of these guys off of their gosh darn team. For reference, this is how good Matthew Schaefer is, especially after this 2-goal performance. It's another record broken for the young Matthew Schaefer. His 18th goal of the season gives him the most goals by an 18-year-old defenseman in NHL history. Are you kidding me? This guy's got 18 goals as a D-man at 18 years old? What? Let's go over to the NHL's history books and just take a look at defensemen who have scored goals in the past. Let's go to NHL. Let's go over to all-time per season. Let's change the filters over here to defensemen, and then we will choose U19. Let's take a look at this right here. So, the most points out of a U19 defenseman was 66, scored by Phil Housley in 1982-1983. Schaefer, by the way, he's up to 41 points in 59 games played. I don't know if he's going to have a chance to catch up to Housley, but he's going to be close. If you look at goals, though... Okay, wait a minute. Housley, his 18-year-old season, he had 19 goals. I think it's because Housley had himself an early birth date in the year. Is that correct? Okay, yeah, March 9th, 1964. Okay, so Matthew Schaefer will be 18 for the entirety of the season because his birthday's in September. So he can get as many goals as he needs to overtake Phil Housley here, who turned 19 in March of that 1982-1983 year. But Schaefer has already gone out there and bested the most goals by an 18-year-old defenseman in NHL history record. Just a little bit of a speed bump because the record holding lists Phil Housley's entire 82-83 season as being 18, even though he turned 19 before the end of it. So it's a little bit different, but still... Hey, everybody's talking about this record, most goals by an 18-year-old defenseman in NHL history. I think Team Canada probably could have used either a Dobson or a Schaefer instead of a Travis Sanheim, instead of a Drew Doughty. I get it. They wanted to give Crosby another buddy. Hey, let's take these guys from 2014 and bring them back into 2026. Did you forget that 2014 was 12 years ago? Sidney Crosby was able to make the 2026 team because he's darn good enough. Drew Doughty? Absolutely not. Noah Dobson would have provided a much-needed element of stability on that back end. Matthew Schaefer, I'd say he likely would have had a similar impact on this Canadian team that Celebrini had. Just the youthful exuberance, the young guys stepping into a top-tier position against the best players in the world at the Olympic Games. The biggest loser out of this Islanders and Canadiens game tonight was Hockey Canada. And I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.